Welcome to episode 6 of The Isle. So, what, we're about 5 hours and 10 minutes in at this point. You know the story. Out here surviving, thriving, looking for some food. Baby Rex. Same old situation. Terrible storm. Scavenging the shoreline. And we come across the turtle that we had previously eaten and killed. But I think this might have been like 2 nights ago at this point, so I don't know. Definitely do not want to be eating that. Rotten meat is not good. That is like critically dangerous for a Rex. That's a massive misstep. That should not have happened. So you should be eating fresh meat. You should not be eating decomposed corpses. Luckily, there's a deer. Oh, a bit of lag. Oh, and a dead deer. Immediately dead. So that kind of saves me a little bit because I was in a little bit of trouble there. And this deer just chilling out in the water right in the perfect spot as I roll up with no food left is like perfect. Yeah, couldn't have been any luckier. So very happy with that result. Not so smart eating turtle. I think we need to be more considerate of how much time has passed between our kill and when we're returning to that carcass. So pretty much like filled up on food here, but thinking to myself that we should probably take some food back with us as well. And that was not what I was expecting at all. I was not expecting there to be a small player dinosaur to be the reason why the deer was chased into the corner to begin with, and why it died with 1 health, because it probably kicked and killed this thing the same way I've died many times. And yeah, so free dinosaur meat with free deer kill is kind of where we're at on this one. No complaints. Just not something I had expected, to be honest. So I've tried to rip the organs out of this, but they might be too small. As you can see, I'm kind of like trying to rip it and then pick it up, but I don't think he's getting to the organs. So this may just be one of those situations where he's worth eating. Maybe I just run off with him for now, and we just save him for a little bit of a later snack. But my T-Rex looks very happy with himself, and I know I need to go and refuel my water, so that'll be pretty much where I'm going now. Yeah, so we arrive here at this pond and we just drop our victim so we can fuel up on the water. And this is like the exact reason, I guess, why we wanted to be in this sort of safe location for leveling up, is because it does allow for a misstep or two due to the safety of and the access of the water and the food. I made a critical error that would maybe get you killed if you were in the middle of the map, or at the north of the map somewhere in a more secluded location, unable to access fresh water and food so quickly. But because of where I am, very much just recover, go get some more food and water. Like topping up the water essentially is easy, and then we'll be back to food, regenerating the water again. So yeah, there's a bit of luck there, as well as good fortune of putting ourselves in the right position to succeed. So maybe we just finish this little man off, because we don't want to have corpses laying around. So we can top up, and I think it'll be straight back to the jungle to rest again. We're getting quite big, as you can see. Like, I think our speed is now improving. We're starting to look like a juvenile. We're not a baby anymore. Like, we've been a baby this entire time. I've just been hiding up here, kind of like laying down on the side of this this mountain, just hiding under the trees, hiding through the storms, endless tropical storms that seem to be flowing, and just resting up. So now we're almost full food and water again, and we'll nestle back in, and we'll just wait. We'll wait out this weather that we can't see anything. It's dark. We have good night vision, but you can even see it's not flawless, and it'll get you somewhere, but it won't get you all the way there. So there's our beautiful little man. Look at that, such a beautiful creature. Still a baby in my eyes. 200 kilos, so 4x weight, 30 bite force, 36 kilometers movement speed. We're hooning out there. Yeah, he's definitely growing. We're seeing some good growth here. So I'll just be waiting in this bush for a while, and then we'll pick it up. So yeah, the storm's passed, and it's some morning time again. We're still kind of in the low light, um, so it's a good time for us to go hunting. I love that early morning, late evening. Probably the early morning is my favorite time to hunt as a T-Rex, because it's still relatively dark, but with your night vision on, it's clear to see, so you can get out there and move around for everyone else. And the early bird catches the morning worm, so this is where you want to be, out there, getting the spawns before anyone else. Now, I think we're also like in the 200 kg range. I would be okay with picking a fight with a deer or a boar. Um, we're also developing quite a lot of run speed. We're getting long and lean, and you can see it in his little feet. Like the feet are massive. The legs, the hinds, the haunches. He's becoming thick. Um, he's becoming long and agile, and you start to move around quickly. You can engage and disengage quickly. Hello, little snacky. Um, so I'm looking for bigger food now. Like I mean, if we're desperate, we can go to crabs, but I'm looking for turtles. I'm looking for boars. I'm looking for scavenging creatures with value. So there's a bee. Um, does that indicate that it's like a cooked meat now? Is it bad food? I think that's just maybe the deer is a bee to begin with. Yeah, so we're devouring this thing. So yeah, you time it right, you come back, you finish it off, and you can see like the food fills up, the water's almost full. It's like very little water deterioration, and we're 250 kilo Rex now, fully fed, just scavenging. Like it's the same process: run up and down the beach, get the food, run back and hide. So nothing new here. All right, so another night has passed, and I think we're kind of hitting like a milestone here. So we've just been sitting it out. We feasted on that deer. We're still achieving all our prime requirements: a 60% growth rate, 35% grown, no second mutation, but we're looking at like 300 kilos, 40 kilometers an hour, 35 bite force. This is the real evolutionary stage, isn't it? We've still got that perfect diet. Um, yeah, we're a strong young juvenile. 300 kilos is getting significant. Like we're getting to that point where we can start actually hunting self-sufficiently. So that means we can look at the options of potentially moving off the coast. Um, I think I was waiting for my second mutation just to either get another reduction in the water loss. But I think at some point I kind of decided that as your hunger satiation changes in growth, I may have gone for another evolutionary option. I guess these are all less relevant it's like kind of what you prefer at first if you're entombing, because you're going to have multiple chances to run through these. And like, I think there's a usefulness to the saltwater mutation. I think there's a usefulness to maybe the night vision mutation. So those are like things I'd probably consider doing on a second run through in an entombment on a prime. Um, but for the first one, I just want to make my life easier. So I'm regenerating water from eating food is probably my favorite. And then second to that, once digestion starts to ramp up, the reduction in digestion efficiency. So I'm about 300 kilos now. So this is like that milestone I was talking about, 40k an hour. Like look at how he moves, big, long, strong legs. Strong legs on a little body still. Almost looks like a raptor. Uh, I love the pattern. I love the coat. You can see it changing as he gets older. And there's a boar. This could be our first like real sort of genuine, you know, wild hunt. What do we got? One bite. I heard that one. Oh, missed. There's a bit of lag there. Missed again. There's two bites. Missed again. He's got me though. Three bites. See, at least I'm not getting like just destroyed from that gore in. Oh, we got him again. I missed him there. Might have to track him. There he is. Get him. Ah. Yeah, so he's bleeding. Come on. Another hit. Another big hit. Another hit. He's hurt. I think I can hear another creature to my right, and he's down. So that's like my first real end-to-end kill. Around 300 kilos, you can chase down a boar, and this is like, you can actually hunt it, you can kill it, you can eat it, and it'll self-sustain you now. So this is like our minor. This would be a checkpoint, in my opinion, of like that sort of beach survival stage. If you get to this point, this is almost 6 hours of gameplay to get here. So not an easy task. Can be lost pretty quickly, but yeah, that's our first real sort of successful kill. So we're gonna fuel up again and probably wait and keep growing. So yeah, we're still just sort of waiting at this point. We've got good food and water reserves. We're not in a rush to go anywhere. We've achieved all prime requirements. It's 370 kilos, 40 bite force, 44 kilometers an hour. We're nearing 40% growth. This is a working recipe to grow and to stay alive. So yeah, we're just biding our time, waiting. It's a significant, we're nearly 400 kilos, which would be what, 20x our original size? No, sorry, that's wrong. 8x our original size. Yeah, so it's quite significant. So yeah, we venture back out to hunt down that boar that we killed earlier and maybe fuel up again as we're getting to about half hunger after resting a night. See, we gained like 50 kilos or like 70 kilos since we've been here last. Like, that's what I'm saying. The growth rate kind of gets exponential now. And we came here last night, we fed up, and now we're at half hunger again in a single night. So like, eventually this is just not going to be enough food for us, right? We're just not going to be able to maintain ourselves on these sparing balls on the beach. And you can start to see that the more and more we eat, like, then we start to actually destroy the corpses at some point. You see the corpse is gone now. That's a fully consumed corpse. Like now we're actually fully consuming the things that we're hunting, and yeah, we're quite large. We're a big creature, and I'm getting quite confident in our ability to hunt. So when I see a boar or a deer now, it's about bringing it down, and we don't necessarily need to eat it in that exact moment. But there's a boar. I might have saw a dinosaur up the beach there. Yeah, let's go and finish this boar off. So we should still be able to like win these fights relatively easy. And then, as you see, we're starting to get. Oh, hello. Ouch, ouch. He just like triple hit me, quadruple hit me. This almost killed me. Jesus. Um, so hold my words there before we die to a boar at nearly 400 kilos. Boars are not to be trifled with, quote Bobby B. No, this is... Come on. Bring him down. I'll probably have to go and rest after this because I do not want to be caught out in the open by just about anything. And I'm not even sure at this point why I'm fighting this boar because I don't really... Oh, did we get him? Yeah. We'll come back for you, mate. Yeah, we don't really need the food for that, but I was just sort of stockpiling meat for later. But I took far more damage than I should have. But this is why. Like, this is why you wait till 400 kilos before you start hunting these creatures down aggressively, because they'll put some damage on you. Like, these baby Rexes are so fragile, and it's so many hours to lose this work so quickly. So we're nearing 6.5 hours in the clip, and I'm probably going to go back and rest here, and then we'll pick it up from there on our continued journey as we continue to grow and prepare to migrate.